condemned the downscaling of security attached to the former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Speaking in Mombasa County, Koome says that he has recalled the Assistant Inspector General who was attached to the immediate former head of state, whose security team will now be headed by a superintendent of police. The IG has dismissed claims that the move, which comes just 5 months after President William Ruto took office, was politically instigated, insisting that it was meant to streamline the chain of command at the Presidential Escort Unit. And as Serafin Achieng Ouma now reports, the security detail of some former cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries has also been reduced.
5 months after he exited the scene after serving as the country's head of state, former President Uhuru Kenyatta continues to experience a readjustment in the privileges he previously enjoyed during his 2 terms of service, the latest being the downscaling of his security team in what the Inspector General of Police Japheth Koome says is a realignment in the chain of command in the Presidential Escort Unit of the National Police Service. Chapter 8 of the National Police Service Standing Orders, which details the ranks, duties and responsibilities of every officer, states that the Inspector General is ranked highest in the service, followed by the Deputy Inspector General, then a Senior Assistant Inspector General who is answerable to the Deputy Inspector General. Under the Senior Assistant Inspector General is the Assistant Inspector General, who is tasked to, among others, head the Presidential Escort Unit of the National Police Service. According to Koome, until recently, the security team of the former President Uhuru Kenyatta was still being led by an officer in the rank of Assistant Inspector General of Police, who is ideally supposed to head the entire Presidential Escort Unit, hence complicating the chain of command in the police service.
There is the Presidential Escort Commander, who is an Assistant Inspector General. Those are the units, whether under protecting the Deputy President, the retired President, must be of lower rank for command and control purposes.
The Presidential Retirement Benefits Act No. 11 of 2003 lists security personnel as part of the additional benefits for all retired presidents. The Act mandates that the Minister in charge of national security consult with the former president on the number of security guards required for personnel and escort unit, with a threshold set to a maximum of 6 security guards. The security privilege, according to the Act, is also extended to the retired president's homes, both urban and rural, which are to be manned by security guards. According to the Inspector General, the security team for retired heads of state is headed by a superintendent of police and not an Assistant Inspector General, as has been the case for Uhuru Kenyatta.
All through, once a president is retired, the commander is a superintendent of police. That is what that has been the arrangement since President Moi retired, President Kibaki. That has been the arrangement.
Koome spoke in defense of his latest move, which has been described as political witch hunt by a section of leaders allied to former President Uhuru Kenyatta in view of the timing of the recall. Koome maintained that this was standard procedure done independently and within the law.
Whatever has been done is in good faith. Inspector General is available if any of our leaders, any of our senior leaders has any issue. As I've stated, ours is to ensure we are fair to every senior citizen, our fellow citizens, whether low or high.
Sources close to the former president indicated that his security has been scaled down from 70 to 18 officers, questioning why former presidents Moi and Kibaki retained their security detail until their death. The security detail attached to the former First Lady Mama Ngina has also been reportedly affected by the changes. The former First Lady has been accorded the privilege of state security as the widow of First President Jomo Kenyatta, who died in 1978. Also affected by the rationalization are former cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries who served in Uhuru's cabinet, with reports indicating that the security personnel attached to Dr. Fred Matiang'i and Dr. Karanja Kibisho has been reduced. Safin Achieng Ouma, Citizen TV.
The Teachers Service